Markham, I want to see him leading his team a little bit more with the bat. I want to see him dictating terms, getting big scores, winning games for South Africa, because that's what he's capable of. He's not just a guy who contributes and does a good captaincy job. He's a guy who can win games and do a good captaincy job.
There's also a secret weapon in the form of Kesha.
The talk is done and the national anthems are done. It is time for the start of the Wonder Cement T20 series between South Africa and India. Of course, the finalists from the T20 World Cup earlier on this year out in USA and the Caribbean. Is it a grunge match? Some people are calling it a grunge match. South Africa know they'd love to get one over India here in Durban, a ground that India absolutely love. India have got a very good record at the Hollywood Bets Kingsmead Stadium. India away straight away. Just to settle the nerves a little bit for Sanju Samson. Abhishek Sharma making his intentions clear very early on. He's had a lot.
Now the slip here at Kingsmead, you can actually go as wide as you want to because it doesn't get you quickly. Because
their previous T20 series, but there's a lot of talent there and players that would have using the feet and using it to great effect. First boundary.
yeah, this is beautifully played. There's 4 men on the offside in the
Lifted enough. That's really well placed by the opening batter Sanju Samson, and I'm not too sure about the yet again.
That Indian batsmen are so strong. Gives them the charge and then opens the face, probably from
And made the as their first 6 of the series.
He gave himself room, had to stretch for
Format this year. A couple of times he has bowled the second.
what he often tends to.
He's quickening.
Now both of them very adept at using it. He drew from the spinners.
It's 24 that week. Centurion and Johannesburg on. Whirling around, it's wonderfully caught.
See, could see her back in the South African colours and strike fielder. He is as good as a boulder in a stiff breeze. You have to. In South Africa, they wanted the breakthrough.
Goes after it straight away.
Struggles against South Africa, 7 innings, 346. Yep. He loves to carve the ball. He's missed out twice.
Oh, that is stylish, and it's from
Straight down the ground. He's often going over it. Really good. That's lovely.
paces up for Kutsia. Oh, pace. He was the only one seemed interested.
On the leg side.
Here's someone. It's 34 for 1. Run rate 8.5 to the. It is.
Length. I know you're going to bowl me length, and I'm waiting length and hammers it over deep mid wicket. Good enough to take it to the fence.
His crease, Samson.
Not been too good so far tonight. That's 2 down. You can see how deep in the crease Samson is. Yeah. And India off to a flyer. 44. As good as your last game. We won last night.
These are the smaller boundaries. Got to make sure the field's
Power, but also finesse. He knows exact. Waits for it as late as possible.
tight over for India. 15 from it with a ball back. He's gone for 15 in this over. Having a look at it, he's captain as well. Mr. Throws just looked like the ball.
Down the leg side. I heard the 2 noises. Ball down the leg side. And it's a couple of these Indian.
It's a power side of the power play.
Yep, to ball that there was going to be that length. Get down. and it's 50 up.
Ahead of that already, and there's still 3 balls to cut to chase down big scores. And decided to bring third up. It's backing away nice and early.
Into the surface a little bit slower that time, just rolled his fingers.
From it to end the power play.
Yeah, great start for India. Strategy of T20 cricket, a very important strategy.
Is a must, and as you watch after the bowling, Sanju.
I think the nature of the T20 game on a good wicket.
Quite lucky that, because in that direction the fielder. Raj.
Just the bat.
Nabayomzi. Lovely. In terms of him being in your team.
Quick leg spinner, not a leg spinner who throws it up.
Against the wind from Samson.
Great shot, fantastic shot.
Oh.
Dropped it short, the captain's gone to him and said, you got to pitch it up here. The way Samson is.
Yeah, just 20. Swimmingly. 8 overs done, and it's 8 overs. Into the attack. Neil Tovey. Oh wow, just didn't seem to be close.
Ball to hit because there's no pace on it. Score goes to 80. This
a lot actually, if you think back to them play 5 balls. That's
for me is just a reminder. Doubting it. Oh, that's a no ball. Certainly not when you're facing, when you're going to be.
You know, the tears that went up in the air.
Yeah.
They need a wicket, desperately so. What would be a big score? And it's not. Whoopsie. Yeah, so it's.
Pressure certainly on Kruger here. I think he hasn't got the skill right.
On that side. Side off to the leg side and throw just the inside of that wide line.
And he's landed the ball that he's been trying to land.
Balls bowled so far, he's still got a couple of leads. Doesn't carry again for him to take the catch. There's Lefty. To take it, no, for Kruger.
He's did him. Oh, he's did him, all ends up before he bowls. And that's the end of Surya Kumar.
In terms of T20 International.
A lot to your confidence when you're making your debut and you.
Lovely. Just 21 years old, Andy Less trying to make sure that he gets the ball in decent air. Up in the air.
The scenery of Durban here.
In full flight, Sanju Samson.
It has seemed like he's shifted down again.
Oh, hello. 9 for 2. Maximums. Sanju's man and adjusted with the hands.
You got to say, well, bowl in one sixes, then you catch the ball on the up, back on charge. Things are looking ominous again up here. Certainly a left arm spinner to a left arm.
And from the bat swing, then there is. And they're trying to.
Yeah, definitely well bowled there. One of the balls, and because the cut ball is a difficult ball to hit for.
Yeah, there's always that shot. Wow, it wasn't that short.
Sweepers left or right, you can get your boundaries.
Yeah, and it's a spin you.
Ball.
And T20 internationals. Oh, perhaps just outside the line. Another big one.
Suggested this was a 200 pitch.
Wonder about that, so maybe he's trying to ramp it over the... Might have been the area to try and target.
Samson, who has been in prime form.
I feel that if you've got that ability to play with the... because it's not just trying to bludgeon everything, boundaries as well.
It's hard. Is on the offside. In the air! Over.
Going to go anywhere, can't it, Brett? And that's the unfortunate. Hold his fingers across it. He had to reach for...
On debut, Ngaba Peters played a handful. 18 off an over and a half. Kruger, 50. Shot over extra.
But we've seen some beautiful shots from him in that area. To see the area it's going...
He goes all the way.
I suppose it goes down to mentality. Is he...
Hawaii.
Shorter than the other. And the breeze is obviously decomps as it can possibly be. And it's
From here. Sweetly done.
Better kind of look...
Because, yeah, the more experienced, the Janssens and... Take... Goes to Tilak Varma. Hammered down the ground. So much space.
Asking these South African bowlers to bowl back of a length, deliver...
Dispatches it into the...
while to get going, but these two shots, and he treats it like a spinner, just gets it.
Tactic that is so apparent is easy to play against. Preoccupation with staying away from the short... Hammered. Bet against that gets India into the 230.
Pandya, Akshar Patel, they can all strike it sweet.
6 for 6. Australia against South Africa is the high. What for?
Kind of come away, didn't go very high. It was a flat.
It was 2 for 2. One-man show, and what a show it's been. He's had to Samson make that against South Africa. It's taken him just 47 balls.
Scored all around the wicket. Struck.
South African bowlers, or is it just a bad day at the office for South? Takes wonderful little cameo from Tilak Varma, comes to 7 for 3.
Yeah, it was a little... He kind of got himself into awkward... 5 over his career, but...
Driving. 10 and in the midst of the carnage. 15 done, it's one... Way over long on, money.
It's the other one, and it's into...
Oh, it's taken! It's an excellent catch by Tristan Stubbs. A special innings, and Kingsmead will rise to...
Samson's eyes lit up. It is the longest from Sanju Samson. He really played.
There's always a slight pullback.
That's only Peter. It's 175 for 4. Straight to...
Persisted with the wide Marco Jansen, taking a great catch. Taking the pace off on this slowish...
181 for 5. For India, has been very good. South Africa, 182 for 5.
Also, over the years, it's become easier to chase for some reason. That they might still be, but the damage is done, and you.
It's a fantastic innings batting with. See wickets falling at the back end of a T20 innings, but
Things change, that it hasn't made batting as easeman. And if he 18 balls to go, India still his next few balls a bit smartly.
he felt the area he was looking for. Gets it full, that's good. Because just turn this around. Time around.
Compensated and makes it bad. The ball picks up speed.
Change of place quite a bit in this.
Rinko Singh just got a little bit of bat on it.
For India. Again going left to his right and forward as well.
Slower ball, a bit of grip. You lose your wickets too early, you can end up a touch short.
And falling.
I think he enjoyed that. Smashing it off. Over off this T20.
Arshdeep Singh getting off the mark with his partner. For South Africa at the back end of the...
To hit it hard. Patel goes for 7. India.
A decision to go through for the... Enough! Yes, he does. United, of course, by the 100 from...
Tilak's 33. Those are the only...
Absolutely spot on as they look to try and defend the 202 that they've put on the board. It's formidable as a total. Wouldn't put my neck on the block and say that they'll defend it. But generally here in Durban, once it's more than sort of 170, it's pretty difficult to chase that down. So we're away. There's a little bit of swing straight away. And generally he'll swing it back in. Shot, beautiful. Away it goes for 4. Just the way that South Africa would like to start.
Great shot by Aiden Mark.
Shot again. Oh, yes. Aiden Markram. 2 in a row.
Oh, that's a test match shot.
Got him. Gone. There's the edge. A cacophony. Tristan Stubbs has walked out to the middle. Lovely. Right out the middle of the bat. He'll get a couple to get started. Yeah, he's improved and leave.
First, let's look at the...
Checking short run here. I don't know that he's got anything on the other side of the line.
Nah, I think there's something there.
You better, you. There's nothing there. Look.
Sometimes what you get with professionals is that lovely. I like it. 1 or 2. Bowling.
Are behind the required rate, 9.5 at the moment, which...
Wonderful swing. Kind of looks at where it pitches.
Okay, there's a bit of shape on the ball. He's got a short third man and he's man a backward...
Outside off, and as that's going to swing and go away.
He's seen the big shape on the first delivery. Having a right hand and left hand, he changes.
It makes it so tough to me. But the swing there and try and maybe, but there's also that angle, and it's what a shot that is! Beautifully for 6.
Well, putting the pressure back onto ours committed 100% to that. Fantastic shot.
Improved, leaves and bounds. Shouts of catch it, 8 for 1.
He hit it straight to him.
And Stubbs is trying to ride the bounce of this. Mid off, no mistake.
Through the shot, he kind of identified those numbers probably better than
the various teams he's played in. And so is it. Did it, I can tell you that.
Realistically, his ideal position.
There's another look at the shot. Painful. Oh, it's mine, he says. What? Changing it up. Very customer. Absolutely right. And no one.
Huge cushion, not. They're 44 for 3.
Yes. No.
Jaffa earlier. You don't want it away.
Start. Neil doesn't. There you go. See you. Nice.
India at the moment, 50 for 3. Played here in all formats, but particular
place. If you get yourself in, it is a wonderful.
Sliced his mid pitch of your era. The short boundary very early in the piece. India
Straight line, if it's wicket to wicket, tends to
worked for the. He's starting to find his range, so the run rate. Good playing cricket. Still short.
Brilliantly, but this is a genuine. Short. Sometimes still dies, and it's not that.
Nicely.
They've seen every scenario. A partnership, realizing what the job.
Oh, nicely.
National. They played at the World Cup against the.
Hey, nice.
Over the wicket too, Dave.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, come on. A bit of a rev with him being the senior second or third delivery of his innings, or when he's deep.
Never really thinking to go aerial. From Heinrich.
Quality from Klaasen.
It might have been hot in the mouth for a second or two.
He does look to play it as late as possible for the back.
And it's time for a strategic break. He's threatening without ever...
So that's what we're kind of waiting for. He's got that little bit of mystery, Brett, and that's over pitch, but in general, that good length he holds.
Spell from Chakravarti.
Get it.
Driving, not 78 for 3. India were 99 for 2. Wheezing.
4 opportunities where the ball's beaten the bat and...
Oh, he's done it, and it turned the other way. Quality. Oh, this. And he's got pop. Oh, and fun from Bishnoi, and the mystery of Varun Chak in the Make My Trip con. Long on, spared because he's trying to go for back-to-back six.
Yeah, off screen.
And with a slip-in. And
you're going to think that Patrick Kruger's going to have...
He's holding 87 for 5.
He would have said, okay, there's another gift. This to middle that. He goes for 18, South Africa.
Gone! India are yet to lose a T20.
A shot, an attacking shot, but just the thick edge. South Africa really got a long way.
First ball!
The googly.
Using that adrenaline to great effect.
Yeah, it was just a...
Nicely, Bishi.
Best in T20 internationals. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful spell together. Great.
Lomo, I'm not sure what ball that is. And Lilia Simulanev goes for 6.
Now, picked up 3 with the ball for India. It's 93 for 7. Just over.
In the SA20, in the CSA 20.
It's found by dragged across to the leg side.
He has the ability of hitting.
Well, 93s, 94s. Will come through for a run, 100. Great, and it's a long.
That very far.
Simpson say that's just me trying to catch the ball. Hodgkinson had it's a good target.
Momentum.
Now he tries to. Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, Bishnu's been amazing. Trying to hit it over extra cover. And he goes for 12. South Africa.
All's well that ends well, I guess. Don't have to say anything to these young... that Indian side, so there is... He'd be pushing for that, and if...
New. And that's what he's... Catching practice in the crowd at the moment, Pommy.
Well tried.
Of Miller and Klaasen, who are...
And it's probably to get the likes of...
Who's that?
Oopsie! Gerald Coetzee hope.
He was brilliant. He cut it off. He has to be on his way. And now in the field, nicely struck.
17 to 22. Bowled it.
He is gutted. Shot normally goes cross court. This went straight down the line.
And he'll look at his analysis and he'll go. Wicket, 61 runs here in Durban.
The toss were asked to bat first. Sanju with that score, but they needed not to worry.